Alright, what's up you guys? It's been a while since I made another video. It's been like, I don't know how long it's been, but already almost through April, which is pretty crazy. I don't really remember how I left off on my other video, what I was even talking about, but finally got that desk upgrade I was talking about. Looks amazing, but it's really large, like really high up and really wide. I wasn't expecting how big it was going to be. And it's not really organized perfectly yet, but you know, it is what it is. There's the old one. Yeah, something I think I wanted to talk about for this video. Very brief. I kind of have other stuff I should be doing, like studying, but just had my friends over. My friend was going through something, and we talked and stuff, and it was one of those talks, if you know what I mean. But I think it's, very important to notice if you believe in luck or if you believe in things happening a certain way or for a certain reason, or getting something out of a situation and learning something from it, as opposed to regretting things or like feeling like you are having bad luck, or all this stuff is happening and you're asking why. I guess kind of what I'm trying to say is, obviously, everyone goes through things. Everyone goes through stuff in life in their own personal journey, whatever they're going through. But it's very important to rely on yourself and to be comfortable with being on your own or being yourself. And if you want to go that route, look at it like you're talking to yourself, you're talking to God, you're kind of in a way where you are going through a path where you're not really alone. I feel like people a lot of the times I notice people are so adamant on like relationships and finding someone and finding a person and treating that like your happiness, and obviously it's easy for me or for people to say that when it's like, feelings come and go, stuff in life, like that's just kind of just how things are. I'm kind of going off randomly right now, but it's very important to not be reliant on that in order to be happy or to find yourself or to feel content. Because if you constantly rely on other people, whether it be like validation or just someone else's presence to feel normal, to feel at peace, or you will never feel equal. Like you'll always be relying on something else or someone else. But when you take away the external need for that and you get your energy from other things in your life, it's a different sense of like happiness or being content, Another way I could put it is, I've seen some examples from people online. I think I mentioned it a while ago when I first started uploading on this channel and stuff. But it's like having an understanding of why certain things happen, or if you go through bad things, good comes from it, and people always say it. I hear my friends bring it up, I hear people online bring it up, but it's very true. Like, for example, I had a friend of mine who she would always tell me about this bad relationship she had with this other girl, and it was horrible, and it was really bad, the stuff she explained, and it went on for like a year or so. And then through that person, she met another person at work, and then they have been doing amazing, and it's awesome. So you went through a hard time, and you got good out of it. You got to something better, Obviously, it would have been cool to completely avoid that part and just skip to that, but that's just not how things are. You learn from bad things in bad areas, and it's hard. For example, breakups or moving on or losing someone, it is hard. It is supposed to be hard. You know, it's not meant to be easy. Life is not easy. You know, people seem to think it's like meant to be like a walk in the fucking park for people. For some people it is. Some people, they get everything they wanted. They go through life just kind of being handed shit, and it is what it is. People have different opportunities, and different doors are open for them that are not for other people. But you're just gonna go through shit, you know? And you have to be able to be strong mentally to deal with it, and it's fucking hard. That's the point. That's what sucks. And I say all this stuff like I know. I mean, I'm only fucking 20. I'm sure there'll be times when I'll have to take my own advice, and it will be hard. I'm not saying it'll be easy for me either, but I'm just glad that I know this, and I don't know. I think just learn to find comfort in yourself and sort of just go on your own path. And I feel like, for me personally, it's very obvious. I don't know why, personally. But what I've always heard people say back then, like, you're not on this path alone, or you're going through this path, say, with God, or you're going through it, like, if you have a religious outlook, or whatever, or a spiritual outlook, sorry. It almost makes so much sense to me when I hear stuff like that now. Because I look back on my life, and I look back at how you were young and you grew up in a certain area, city, and then you moved to another city, and then you moved to where you are now, and you grew up, and you had friends that came and went, friend groups, school, now you're in college, then you work somewhere, grocery store, then you quit, get fired, whatever, you move on to another place. You go on this like journey of life, you know? I mean, boom. Right there. Shit. My mom got me that. Thank you, Mom. And then it broke because she got mad at me one time. That's besides the point. But it is just a journey that there's ups and downs. I made a video on it, like the ebbs and flows, and you just go with it. You really don't have any control over it directly, but you just follow it. You keep showing up, you're there every day. And that's the best thing, I guess, probably what I'll call the video, is this: just show up every day. That's all you are meant to do, to focus on. You don't worry about tomorrow, or next week, or next month, or next year. You can think about it. You can fantasize, think about, oh, where am I going to be in this much time? That's normal. I fucking did that at the beginning of this year. I'm like, I wonder I'm going to be halfway through the year. We're not there yet. Nearly. Well, like, halfway through is like June, I think. July, I don't know. It's weird to think, where will I be by then? How will things be? But they make sense in time. In that time, it makes sense when you're there. I can't really plan for shit in the future. You can make plans for a trip, or to meet up with someone, or you can plan those things out, but you can never really know how things will be by then. You just can't. So all you are meant to do is to show up for yourself in your own small ways every day. Days stack up, weeks, months, and then it makes sense. But you're never meant to fix everything overnight, or within the month, or within the year. You know? Things is never like it's just figured out, and it's like, now things are great and they make sense. It's just not like that, you know? For example, I moved in here in January, 1st of January. I had a goal that by like February or March, I was like, I want this place to look perfect. It's gonna look amazing. I'm gonna have like light. I've had a whole thing. I wanted this place to look perfect. I wanted to be able to come home from work and be like, all right, I'm home, or I'm here, and it looks great. Look at it, fucking horrible. But I've put time into it. It's been almost 5 months now. January, February, March, April. Well, almost 4 months now, since we're halfway through April. And I've tried every week by week, day by day. I've put a little effort in here and there, and we're getting there. But it'll still probably be a couple months till everything's situated and great, you know? And that's okay. because I feel like there's so much emphasis from people on to have everything figured out and to have everything. Oh, I want to have this. I want to have this person. I want to have this item, this car, this clothes. It's like that's what life is you're just fucking living it. You're going through it. You figure it out, you know? Like what I'm focused on this week, finding this car before I blow my head off. It's been a month since that accident and I still haven't found one. What I'm focused on right now, this week, the rest of this month, finding a car. Fast forward a month into May, June, I'll have already had a car. If I don't, I probably won't. Let's just not even think about that. That would be insane. But I would have already had the car for a month, and I'll know what car I get, and I'll hopefully like it, and love to drive it. It'll be a good purchase, etc. But I don't know what that is right now. By then, I'll probably have bigger things occupy my mind. Like by April 30th, I have another exam. That's in 12 days now? So I gotta really seriously start focusing. I already paid twice to reschedule the exam, $60 total. And it's stupid. I don't want that to happen again. But within the month pass, I won't be thinking about this exam or the car, I hope. It'll be other things I'm thinking about. But right now, in this period of time, this moment, today, it's unique in that way, you know? Just for that reason. There are things that I will be dealing with by then, things I don't know, but they're not meant to be thought of right now. And that's kind of the point. I don't know where this video went. I haven't recorded one in a while, so I have a bajillion things I want to say. Anyway, I also had I have a lot of different title or kind of topics I'll write down and want to make a more in-depth video, but no one watches these, so there's not really a point, to be honest. Maybe one day I'll be like fucking Vsauce and have like a real following. That'd be kind of cool. Who knows? But anyway, so that's all I wanted to say. Just be there for your friends and your family, and most importantly yourself. Just live your days and let life or God, whatever, handle the rest, or the universe, whatever. All right, thanks for watching. Be happy.